I spent so many years trying to survive what was happening around me that I didn't realize I would one day have to learn how to live again. Welcome back to She Choose Peace. I'm glad you're here. Today I want to talk about something that doesn't get discussed enough. What happens after you survive? Not the leaving, not the heartbreak, not the rebuilding on paper, but the quiet, unglamorous, everyday work of learning who you are when the chaos is finally gone. I remember one morning, not long ago, I made a cup of coffee and I sat down alone before the day started. There was no rushing, no tension, no trying to read someone else's mood before I even spoke. Just me, the coffee, and the silence. And at first, the quiet felt unfamiliar, almost uncomfortable. I didn't know what to do with a morning that didn't require me to brace myself. But then something shifted. I realized the silence wasn't punishment. It was peace. And I hadn't felt that in a very long time. Here's what nobody tells you about leaving a hard life behind. Surviving it is one thing. Learning to live after it is something else entirely. Because when you spend years in survival mode, you don't just lose time. You lose yourself. You lose the version of you that knew how to rest without guilt, how to be still without waiting for something to go wrong, how to take up space in your own life without apologizing for it. And when the chaos finally stops, you don't automatically know how to live in the quiet. You have to learn it slowly, imperfectly, one ordinary morning at a time. Rebuilding doesn't always look like a dramatic comeback. It doesn't always look like a new career, a new city, a new relationship. Sometimes it looks like sitting alone with your coffee and realizing the silence feels safe now. Sometimes it looks like making a decision without asking anyone's permission. Sometimes it looks like 3 years of being single and choosing that because peace finally means more than company. That's still rebuilding. That counts. And I want you to know that because I needed someone to tell me that too. I didn't just lose a marriage. I lost the identity I had built around surviving it. I lost the version of me who knew how to function inside dysfunction. And as strange as that sounds, that loss had its own kind of grief. Because when you've spent decades learning how to survive something, you don't always know who you are without it. So rebuilding isn't just about creating something new. It's about meeting yourself again for the first time in a long time and learning to trust her. I want to ask you something today. When was the last time the silence felt safe to you? When was the last time you sat with yourself and it didn't feel like something was missing? If you can't remember, that's not a sign you're broken. That's a sign you've been surviving for a long time, and you deserve more than survival. You deserve a life that feels like yours. If this episode is speaking to something real in you, I want you to come find your people, my community. She Choose Peace. Women Rebuilding After 50 is for women who are in exactly this season, not the dramatic falling apart, the quiet, honest, everyday work of putting themselves back together. The link is in the description. Come be in the room And if you want to go deeper, visit me at She Choose Peace, or everything is there waiting for you. Rebuilding isn't loud, it isn't fast, and it doesn't always look like progress from the outside. But that morning with my coffee, that silence that finally felt like peace, there was proof that something in me was healing. And if you're in that quiet season right now, I need you to know, so are you. Stay with me. My story is just getting started, and this is your moment to choose peace. I'll see you in the next episode.